By the good night, it's cold. Something went completely wrong with the audio on this video. I can only think that I'd got water in the gubbins. Not to keep a good rain-soaked vlogger down, I'm going to take you down Deansgate today, which is this one at the back of us, and have a look and see what it looks like then and now. So it's an interesting street. Don't forget to do the subscribing thing, or rather remember to subscribe and sign up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter, and we'll go and take a look and see what we can see. So Deansgate starts here on Cookson Street, where the new DWP office building is being constructed, and on our left, just round there, is the site of what's going to be the new multiversity, and on our right, as we look round there, is the Holiday Inn and tramway extension. Deansgate itself goes down through that gap, cuts through Abingdon Street, and then it actually ends in a bit of a surprising place, which I didn't expect. This new DWP building is flying up. It's quite a bit of it's modular. I've just been watching them putting it up as I was standing here. And that's about a £100 million project that's going to bring loads of people into the town centre that are coming here to work and to visit the offices, and it's going to revitalise this whole area. Straight in front of us, of course, is Talbot Road car park, which used to be the old Blackpool bus station. Make sure that we don't get knocked down while we're crossing this road, while we're crossing Cookson Street. And Mr Basri's all-you-can-eat buffet, which has had a bit of a checkered reputation in the past. But looking at the green sticker in the window, it looks like they've been reassessed, and they're now proudly displaying a 4-star food hygiene rating, which is good news. So as we go around the corner, this is Deansgate itself, and on the right hand side, this is Mr Basri's buffet, carrying on for quite some different distance. It's a big place, and you can see the people sat inside, look, eating the dinner. And then just on the right down here is the entrance to Talbot Road car park, but I'll show you that in a second when we get down there. It's a bit of an awkward one to navigate your way into. And these are the modular units that they've just delivered on the back of a lorry that we've been watching them putting up this morning. So this is the out ramp for the car park, and at the back of the roller shutter door is where you actually go into the car park. It's a little bit of a tight swing round into the actual entrance, but it's a useful car park to know, and there's quite often spaces, CCTV on it as well, so it's nice and secure. And then when you turn around just on this corner, you can see the size of the new DWP building and how big it is. Very interesting. And the units on the back of the lorry. And this is where you might have seen me with the Macmaster in Walk on the Wild Side at the Right Bike Cafe when we came for something to eat. Well, they ate and I watched. And then when you get down to the bottom of this little bit, you come to Prudential House. Prudential House dates back to 1969 as a building, and it was actually the site of the Talbot Hotel, and it had bowling greens and livery stables back in the day. The bowling green went in 1966, and the hotel was demolished in 1968. Iceland itself was originally built as a co-op, so presumably it occupied all that corner building where the brownie bricks are now. Fascinating. Can you remember Iceland when it was the co-op? I can remember Fine Fair on the next corner along. Quite often they've got the old door frames, but it looks like they've got all new window frames and lost the co-op logos on the door handles. So this is Topping Street that we're just going to cross at the moment. And as we cut through Topping Street, Deansgate continues down this little side cut. And there's our favourite Yorkshire fisheries there, look, on the left-hand side. I'm looking for road signs here, because there's always loads of them missing. But there's a Deansgate name up there, look, so we've got one on this corner. Deansgate on this little bit is also the site of what used to be every crafter's favourite shop, which of course was Black's, which was originally this corner at the side of us here, which is painted blue. These seem to be the last of the buildings that need really serious renovation on this stretch. Most of them have already been done through the Quality Corridors scheme. So Black's opened in 1970 and it closed in May 2019. I wouldn't have said it was so long ago. And this was absolutely fascinating. Let's have a look and see if you can see anything inside. And the camera right up to the window, and it's just empty and a mess. I think somebody's taken it though, from what I read in the local press. And if you remember going in this shop, it had got everything for the knitter, sewer, crafter, you name it, they got one. It was brilliant. Much lamented and missed shop. And this is Edward Street as we come round the corner, and that's the back of the old post office, which is also going to be redeveloped into a new hotel. This modern cream concrete building on the left-hand side that's just starting to come into view now is the BT Telephone Exchange. And apparently that replaced an earlier one that had been built on Abingdon Street, and it was built for the National Telephone Company. So there you go, that's why you always see vans outside. You'll have noticed as well that all the pavements around here have been redone recently. That was part of the Quality Corridors scheme as well. And loads of different streets in kind of Dixon Road area and round here were refurbished and relaid and new pavements and things, which did make a big difference. Well, there's an open reach van here on the left. Quite interesting, but it's a little bit of old Blackpool still left behind. And this is obviously original Art Deco signage above the top of this store. A little taste of another world left behind. So Deansgate carries on down this little alley, which is a very useful shortcut and usually very busy, past the legendary Abingdon barbecue, which I have to say smells rather delicious. As you walk down the alley, you get this kind of waft of delicious smelling food. So I'm gonna show you through the window and make you salivate. There's always a queue in here. There's always a queue a mile long. They're quite often queuing right outside the door. So this is what they sell: pasties and pies. Usually the window's full. It was a bit later on when I got there. And cooked meats, and it smells all gorgeous and delicious, and it looks lovely, and I'm starting to get hungry. And now we're at Abingdon Street, so the Christmas icicle twinkly lights are all up. Abingdon Street Market is just along there on the left, and of course on the right hand side is Talbot Road, where that bus has just gone through. And we're going to cut straight through Abingdon Street and continue down this little back alley. And this little back alley was originally called Upper Talbot Street. The bit outside Mr Basry's was originally Talbot Terrace in the 1900s. This is home to the Old Rock Factory, which is an art studio used by Robin Ross. And it's back alley land, this, I think you can only call it. And the cream building straight in front of you is the Premier Inn, which of course is the one that was rebuilt following the fire and demolition of Yates's. Fortunately, it's also used as a dump. But I don't know what it is. I find these little back alleys and the weird ways really interesting. They're another side to the town that every town's got one. Every town's got one. I wonder if that's original tiling on that wall. Quite interesting. So that's the furthest west end of Deansgate. An interesting street that I would imagine has seen quite a lot over the years. So sorry about the voiceover and the original recording going AWOL. I can only think I'd got rain in the jack for the microphone and it's just gone So I hope you've enjoyed this video and this little look around Deansgate and a bit of a unusual slant on Blackpool town centre. We're plodding plodding round slowly, taking all the different streets. And until next time, we will see you again. Remember to make sure that you've subscribed and you'll get the notification next time we upload content. Bye for now.